Yes. Say, Australian.
Ladies there.
No. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the council meeting. We will now officially start. Before I ask for opening, can I ask that Nolan is not here, so it's Dino, Chief Walters. You can do the safety precautions, please. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Speaker, Municipal Manager, Councillors, Directors, everyone present. I am Dino Walters, affiliated to Law Enforcement and Security. I will be responsible for the safety and security while Council is in progress. I'm also responsible in the event of a fire or a bomb to proceed with the evacuation. I will be the one responsible for the chambers. My colleague there will be responsible for the gallery. It is my request that we all remain calm in a situation of a fire or a bomb. I will take the lead. Please follow me, my lead. I will take you as safely and as quickly as possible to the designated point. Please, I urge on you once again, make sure that the attendance register was completed by everyone present. It will assist us greatly in such an event for roll call purposes. Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you, Chief Walters. I will now request the Whip of Council, Councillor Schiffers, to open for us with a prayer. But Councillor Schiffers, when you do say a prayer, also keep in our prayers the Director Volskink, Director Foster's, whose father-in-law passed away this morning. So, MMC Schiffers.
Kom ons bid saam. Kan ek vra that we all stand, please, because this is our last meeting, and we really need to thank God for this opportunity to pray and just help us through this day. Here, ons sê vir baie dankie vir oggend vir hierdie dag, dat u ons in hierdie middag kom seën het, dat u ons toegerus het met nuwe krag en met ywer, Here. Vader, baie dankie dat ons gekom het, en Here, ek dink dis die laaste vergadering vir die jaar. En ons wil vir baie dankie sê, Here, vir hierdie vrugtevolle jaar waar u ons gedra het, Here. Here, daar was baie teenkantings, daar was baie woelinge, Here, maar ons het op die einde van die dag alles goed afgehandel, my koning, en daarvoor sê ons vir baie dankie. Here, ek wil spesifiek dink vanoggend, Here, vanmiddag, Here, aan ons meneer Foster, Here, se ouers wat afgesterf het, Here. Ek wil bid dat u vandag, Here, sy hand, u sterke hand en sy swakke hand sal sit, my koning. En dankie, Here, ons besef elke dag ons het u nodig, my koning. En in hierdie dag is lewe net van ons, Here Jesus, Here, kosbaar. En Here, ons is net geleen op hierdie aarde. En daarom wil ek bid dat u in hierdie dag met ons elkeen sal wees, hulle wat in spits van sake is en leiding is van hierdie munisipaliteit, Here. Dankie dat u hulle sal seën. Dankie vir ons directors, Here. Dankie dat u hulle die nodige krag, die inspirasie gee en wysheid gegee het, Here, om in hierdie jaar, Here, 'n suksesvolle jaar te maak, Here. Dankie, Here, vir ons credentials wat ons gekry het as een van die beste munisipaliteite in die land. Here, ons sien dit baie keer is ongering, maar Here, dit is baie belangrik dat ons weet dat u het ons hierdeur gehelp. Ek wil bid, Here, seën elkeen in hierdie dag, my koning. Wees met ons waar ons, Here, sommige, Here, wat miskien gaan travel, wat iewers gaan, Here, wil ek bid dat u elkeen sal toemaak onder u kosbare bloed en u seën vandag op elkeen sal rus, Here. Dankie vir die teenwoordigheid van u in hierdie council. Here, ons merkwaardig sien ons u in alles wat ons doen, Here. Seën ons, Here. En ek bid dit in Jesus naam met baie danksegging. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, Whip of Council. Councillors, under official announcements, we will have now the proceedings to have the affirmation and inauguration of the newly elected councillor for the Good PRC that became vacant. So, Municipal Manager, can we do the proceedings to inaugurate and affirm the appointment of Ms. Stacey Otto?
What language you prefer? Just don't say the last one. In Afrikaans. 'n Bevestiging deur lede van die Sandabaai Raad kom voorop as president. Ek bevestig dat ek getrou sal wees aan die Republiek van Suid-Afrika. En dat ek die grondwet en ander wette van die Republiek sal gehoorsaam, respekteer en handel. En ek bevestig verder dat ek die pligte as lid van die Sandabaai Raad tot die beste van my vermoë sal uitvoer.
Thank you, Emim. Indeed, welcome, Councillor Stacey Lee Otto. Councillors, and I also need to confirm the following. As a letter received by the IEC, that the replacement on the West Coast District from the Good Party will be Councillor Tyrone Williams. Congratulations, Councillor Williams. Now you can join the Stotsian in district. Thank you, Alderman. You can wait for the district meeting on the when? On the 10th of December. Yes. We will follow that meeting. It will probably be very alive and well. So, Executive Mayor, you wanted to announce something?
I want to just say three things, Speaker. Firstly, thank you to Councillor Williams for the time that you've served here. This is our last council meeting here, so I think it's appropriate to also say thank you to you and officially welcome to Councillor Otto, not Miss Otto. So welcome to the team, Speaker, and then on the official side, I also would like to say thank you to Director Gerard Smit. It is his last council meeting for the time that he's done there, but I'm not going to elaborate on that. I've asked the deputy to say a few words, as she was also his MMC.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Madam Speaker. Director Smith, on behalf of Council, I would like to thank you for your years of service, for everything that you've given to this municipality and this community. From the bottom of my heart, I would like to thank you, and I wish you well on your endeavors in the future. And on a personal note, I would like to thank you, sir, for taking me under your wing and for teaching me everything that I know today. So today is not a good day for me, and I'm going to miss you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Executive Mayor. Thank you, councillors. I am now at leave of absence. Leave of absence has been formally received by Councillor Scholz. He's assisting a community member whose son passed away suddenly this morning. And then Councillor Komani is still on special leave. Councillor Morrison is joining us via the link. Councillor Jackson is also joining us via the link, and also Councillor Cleophas. Okay. Good afternoon, Booty. So, oh, Tata Zuma let you work a lot. You're late for council meeting. Zuma is very clever. He let him sleep in the fanciest hotel in the waterfront and then give him a lot of instructions to do. Councillors, thank you. That is the leave of absence. Then can I have confirmation of the council minutes of the 26th of August? Proposal and a secondment. Thank you. Councillors, then I'm going to do it under announcements also. Administration, please note that the whip of the Good Party has indicated that there will be changes made to the committee representation. You will send the detail in writing to my office before the end of the day. So we will just include that in the correction of the minutes of that previous committee item. Thank you. Councillors, then I'm at declaration of interest for this agenda. This is a white paper agenda. Nothing. Thank you. In the items is also the minutes of the Water Monitoring Technical Committee meetings of July the 21st and the 28th and the 28th of August. This is the DCF meetings where the MM and the Executive Mayor and the directors attend. That is also included for your perusal. Feedback from the representation of the West Coast District Municipality. Thank you, Alderman Schrader. We receive the information with regards to the water levels constantly now on a weekly basis. I've noted that there is quite a huge change in the volumes available, and it seems that we have a very low summer rainfall, so we all need to at least adhere to use water sparingly. Then I'm at item 9. Executive Mayor, will you propose item 9 to item 68?
Madam Speaker, I move to propose item 9 to 68 for acceptance.
Thank you, Executive Mayor. Before I ask for a secondment, I will now, Chief Whip of the ANC, you indicated there's a few items you want to speak on. You didn't give me the numbers. Also, the Whip of Good. I did receive the numbers via email from Councillor Morrison from the PA. Chief Whip of the ANC, nothing. Okay.
Speaker, no, I'm just opening on accounts. Sorry. Madam Speaker, I'm just opening up on my laptop because we discussed a lot of things. So the Chief Whip of Good can go now, and then I'll just.
No, the Chief Whip of Good has nothing to say.
Has he nothing to say?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, then I will allow Councillor Morrison online. Item 48, Councillor Morrison.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Good afternoon, Madam Speaker, Executive Mayor, Municipal Manager, colleagues, the viewers at home, and the people sitting in the gallery. So, Speaker, to you, wish to raise an urgent matter for clarity, the item 48, which forms part of the Directorate Infrastructure Planning Services under the first quarter report for 25-26. My concern specifically relates to the global housing development and relates to the sizes of the houses currently being constructed, whether these units truly reflect the needs of our people. Madam Speaker, national norms versus local reality. Speaker, I'm aware that the Department of Human Settlement describes national norms, standards for subsidized housing, including a minimum size unit size of 40 square meters, along with required specifications for materials and services. However, while these are national guidelines, we as the Saldanha Bay municipality have a duty to ensure that what is built here locally truly meets the needs of our communities, not just a minimum technical standard. The visible difference seems as if the houses currently being built in this project is a bit smaller than the others. And Speaker, having personally observed the progress of construction in Lowell, I must raise this concern clearly. Current houses being built appear visibly smaller than those constructed previous RDP projects, such as Smarty Town, Vredenburg, Adolfo Saldanha, and Diazville. Technical drawings to see if anyone can judge with a naked eye.
Councillor,
Lowell units are smaller.
Councillor, your time. Councillor, thank you. I note your concern raised, but it seems that you also answered your concern. Remember, we're an agent for the provincial and national treasury with regards to the building, and they dictate the sizes and everything else, just as you has alluded to. So we can't go against the national norm and standards. So you answered your own question, but we take note of your concern raised. Executive Deputy Mayor wants to respond as a portfolio chair? No? The Executive Mayor will respond, and then Councillor Kotze, I note your hand.
Speaker, I can just note that we do fulfill the minimum standards. In fact, I had a discussion with a team from province where they asked why is our standards so high?
Yes.
Because it's pushing up the prices. So this municipality has got a proud record of building houses of good quality and of good standards for our people. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Executive Mayor. Councillor Kotze, your hand was up.
Madam Speaker, I just want to refer to item 42, which deals with international relations, international visit to New Delhi, India. And I want specifically, just for clarity, on the report on page 45 under paragraph 3, facilities. It says here, South African representative is scheduled to visit Saldanha in September 2025 to assess potential facilities and conduct a thorough feasibility study for establishing Tata operations within the region. I see the report was conducted on the 13th of October. Can maybe feedback being given about that? Indeed it happened, and maybe feedback in terms of that from the representatives. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you for the question raised, Councillor Kotze. Executive Mayor, will you respond?
I'm quite happy to respond, Madam Speaker. I can report to Council that we've already met with Tata twice since we have spoken. We are busy set. Obviously, a local visit must coincide with the SEZ. We are also currently in process speaking to TVS, which is the second biggest motorcycle manufacturer in the world after Honda. And we are also currently speaking with investors that we met there regarding our own monitoring systems, education systems. So we're well ahead of schedule, and we will update with a proper report at due time. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Executive Mayor. The whip of the ANC is now ready. Councillor Morrison, I will come back to your second item that you wanted to speak on the white paper. First, allow the whip of the ANC.
Sorry, I apologize. Thank you, comrades. Madam Speaker, thank you. I want to speak on page 4, the item in regards to human resources. I have a question that might not be in this. in the agenda. It's just a general question to this. The ANC was informed that we have the SIU that is carousing and perusing our HR department. We would like to know why we were not informed of that. And then secondly, my next question to that is...
Point of order, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. What is your point of order?
Madam Speaker, 14.2, relevant.
Thank you. Councillor, Chief Whip of the ANC already alluded that it's not relevant to this item. If you hear rumours, you can send an email to the Director Corporate Services so he can respond to that. Thank you.
Madam
Any
Speaker?
other questions?
Yes, I'm still continuing. Okay, then I would just like to make it be noted that there will be 2 emails that will come to you before the end of the day to the Directorate in regards to a case that is not mentioned in the HR. No, not allegations. There is a case. I've got the written documents of that case, 2 of them, in fact, and then the SIU. Thank you, Madam Speaker. We'll do the next ones. Thank
Then can we go back to Councillor Morrison? Item 67, if I'm correct, that's the library item.
Can you hear me? The sound is bad, Madam Speaker. Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you.
Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Data Putti, we can hear you.
I rise to seek clarity on the CFO's recommendations and financial concerns under item 67, dealing with the assignment agreement regarding the operations of public libraries in the Western Cape. Context of concern, Madam Speaker, the CFO report clearly warns that the provincial funding allocation does not fully cover actual operational costs associated with the running of municipal libraries. Although the function is being formally assigned to the municipality, the financial responsibility is not being transferred in full. In essence, Madam Speaker, Saldanha Bay municipality is being asked to carry an underfunded provincial mandate, one that may significantly erode our local revenue base over the medium term. Financial implications, 3-year deficit projection, as per the CFO's financial modeling, indicates that we will be in a deficit of between 30.4 million to 34 million related to this assignment. The shortfall results from the widening gap between the actual cost of service delivery, salaries, materials, maintenance, ICT support, and building overheads, the transfer amount to be received from province. Even under conservative growth assumptions, annual deficit could exceed 10 million per year, increasing pressure on the municipality's operational budget, threatening the sustainability of other essential services. And now to get to the questions, Madam Speaker. What specific annual shortfall has the CFO quantified for 25, 26, 26, 27, 27, 28 respectively within the 30.4 million to the 34 million range? Which funded resources or sources of votes will be reduced or deprioritized to absorb this deficit? What concrete mitigation measures has the municipality planned? For example, cost containment, space restructure, structuring of a library staffing model, or engagement with province for additional transfers. Has the CFO received any written commitment from province to review or adjust the allocation during the MTF period? And has the anticipated deficit been reflected in the municipalities' midterm revenue and expenditure framework? And if so, how will it affect service delivery in other departments?
Thank you.
Comments of the CFO, we can talk on that. Those are the comments of the CFO, Speaker.
Thank you. Thank you, CFO. Can you respond?
Yeah, Speaker, those comments are factual information, so it's nothing new. Nothing has changed in terms of the financial position of the libraries. It's just the status quo that's been given in my comments. There has been a shortfall for many, many years. A shortfall meaning it's an underfunded mandate, so the grant is less than our actual expenditure. It's not only to these municipalities, in fact it's to all municipalities. Library is an important community service, so we do know about that shortfall, and we want to continue on that vein because we need to deliver services, library services. In other provinces, it's a function of local government, not in the Western Cape. Last year, even before last year, we had the problem of the VAT, where SARS said that you have to pay VAT on that grant. Now, what my comment is saying is, if we do not accept the transfer of the function, we will have to pay the VAT, eroding, I think it was 3 million rand more. So the recommendation is that council do accept the assignment so that at least we do not increase our deficit. And I've also said that other Western Cape municipalities their councils has already accepted the mandate. I did also speak to Provincial Treasury, where I discussed what I mentioned in the comments, and they said, yeah, it will be good if your council can accept the mandate.
Thank you, CFO. Executive Mayor.
Madam Speaker, yeah, just thank you to our CFO for those comments. Historically, we've been underfunded, but I want to say thank you to the department and to administration for prioritizing libraries. Libraries is often the space where children find a safe area to learn, to access books that they won't have. It would be a travesty of justice if our libraries have to close down. And you're absolutely correct, we would be having to pay another 3.4 million, I think, to get nothing more, to get less. So that will put us into a deficit, and I would urge council that we invest in the future of our children. Thank you.
Thank you, Executive Mayor. Chief Whip of the EFF, I noted your hand.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Honorable members of Saldanha Bay Municipal Council, distinguished guests, fellow councillors, and the vibrant community of Saldanha Bay, Dianbule Sangalemini, Goeiedag allemaal. I didn't receive yet the feedback or the response Honorable MM I raised in committee meeting. I will repeat it again today, Honorable MM. Can you provide the statistics on the current status of abandoned land in Saldanha Bay and outline the municipal plans to utilize or develop these areas for the benefit of the community? Before I resume my seat, Madam Speaker, I want to acknowledge and compliment this. It is a new honor to address you today, especially as I assume the role of chairperson of the Municipal Public Account Committee, MPEC. I extend sincere gratitude to the Council for entrusting me with this vital responsibility. Your confidence fuels my commitment to unwavering accountability and transparent governance. Let me begin by commending the Council of Saldanha Bay for its steadfast dedication to the progress of our municipality. Under your leadership, we have witnessed visionary initiatives, robust financial stewardship, and an unrelenting focus on service delivery that places the needs of our people at the forefront. Your collective resolve to overcome challenges and seize opportunity is nothing short in aspirational. As we move forward, the MPEC will champion rigorous oversight, ensuring every rand is spent judicially and every project delivers tangible benefits to our communities. Together, we will foster trust, enhance governance, and accelerate development in Southern Bay. Let us collaborate with integrity and determination, building legacy of accountability and prosperity for all residents. I look forward to working hand in hand with each of you, and together we'll turn vision into reality. I thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Chief Whip of the EFF, Councillor Klimbimbo, and for acknowledging the appointment as the MPEC Chair. I think he missed the opportunity under the announcements, so that's why I allowed you. Nobody interjected to call a point of order, so they were all listening to you saying thank you for the trust given to you to be the MPEC Chair. I did forward an email. He did request that he's made that question in the committee and it hasn't been sent to him, so I would urge you to respond to the councillor within at least 7 days. I know it's quite a huge task to get the information, but he will respond in writing, councillor, with regards to your question. The Chief Whip of the ANC, your second point on the items before I go to the in-committees.
Madam Speaker, let me start this afresh because I was a little bit idle and confused earlier with my spectacles. Good afternoon to everybody. Madam Speaker, our Mayor and our Deputy Mayor is here, and her smile lights up the room, so I'm feeling very chuffed. She always makes me smile because she's so kind. Right, and our viewers at home and everybody else, it's been a long year, Madam Speaker, and this is our final council meeting, so I'm going to jump the gun and go to my items. I'm not going to complain anymore. I'm going to complain a little bit. Can I go through them quickly? Item 31 of 11 of 25, and that is on page 23, is our fire plan for this term now, for this, yeah. Yes, the master plan, yeah. So in the week or prior, we had 5 shacks that went in one go, and during our portfolio meeting, I requested that if we could possibly have the sand bucket system, right? So having 5 families with nothing, and it's getting hotter and it's getting hotter, and people use paraffin and all kinds of things, and that causes fires quickly. Can we possibly expedite that decision to have the sand bucket system in George Courage, Langville, and in Middelpos? Because when we phoned the fire brigade today, our teams are excellent, they always are, but when they got there, the fires already consumed 3 shacks. So if we could have the sand there, we would save on a lot of things, because those people really have nothing. Thank you. Then on item 49 of 1125, this is the study visit that our Deputy Mayor did, which I'm sure she enjoyed. I just want to ask one question. I read the report, I read everything. I believe in passing skills to others. Is there any way that all the knowledge that the Deputy Mayor has got there in Sweden could be passed to the rest of the female councillors in Saldanha Bay Municipality, and that be extended to us so that we can also be equipped, please, and thank you. Then on the EDSS, I have one question on the public participation in the IDP. I'm sure that we all read the report and that we all noted that there was not really that much of a lot of people coming. People did not really participate as they should. They did not really send as many emails as they should. So can we, in this final council meeting, make a note of it, our directors and those, our chairpersons, our MMCs, that we look at this in the new year and that we try to find better ways to get our people to participate. because they still don't understand 3/4 of the things. When we discuss with them, they're still not really understanding. So roadshow, information, whatever, that our people at home understand better that which that they should vote for. Because they want parks when they should ask for roads, they want this when they should ask for that, if that's possible. Then item 59 of 11, page 52. I just want to go, if they can go there, yeah. That'll be nice. The Hopefield side. Yes, one of the things I want to do now, I want to congratulate and then I want to ask a question. First of all, for the department, thank you so much that you are availing land, or you are, I'm going to say, attempting to avail land that is going to be used for those that do not fall in the RDP category and do not fall in the FLISC category. But I just have one question. It says there that it will be opened to buyers on a tender. Now I'm a little bit confused. Are we going to give it to somebody who's going to buy 20 plots and then sell it to people individually, like a developer? Or are we going to open up this land that I can come and buy that house, or I can come and build my house? Or Sarel, could you explain to me, please? Then item 64 of 11 on page 148. I want to stop here. The capacity development of councillors. We are getting to the near and the end of the term, and lots of councillors.
Alderman Koen quickly needs to leave the room. 60 years old is not working for him.
I wasn't even commenting on you when I'm flashing my eyes. You see? He's running away now. Madam Speaker, first of all, I want to thank our HR department and our municipality for this policy. And the reason being that is that councillors do not capacitate themselves. The director. Yeah, Director Mbariswana, you and I sometimes sit on opposite sides of a very big fire. I normally fuel it a lot. But I want to say thank you for this, because a lot of our councillors are not capacitated. And this is opening up a door for them to capacitate themselves and to ensure that they are equipped to do a better job and that they are able to serve their people well. They will be able to read agendas, understand agendas, do everything, take the courses, get knowledge that they do not have. And that is awesome, because previously I would see all the policies that would capacitate our wonderful officials, all the people who work in our departments, and now there is also this for us. And I want to thank on that. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. I don't know about the rest, but for me and my caucus, we appreciate it. Then I skipped one. Item 61 of 11 of 25. You can write down the page number now. Ish. It will be 2 up or 3 up. Yeah. Let me just go through it quickly. Go back slowly. No, nie so vinnig nie. I want to thank the department for this as well. For the bulk water supply for Ongegund and the Witteklip and Lowville. Much needed, and I am grateful for what they have started with the tender process and the construction of much needed system that is already failing. And I'm trusting that this will be taken to the other wards and the other areas that need this bulk water supply, so that we can have much less of what we have with the losses of water. So thank you, Madam Speaker. I'll get to the addendums afterwards.
Thank you, Chief Whip. You raised quite a few and then you commented on one. With regards to the item of the land being availed to the Hopefield people, if you read the item thoroughly, you will see that will only be available on tender, and preference will be given to first-time home owners, home buyers. All of that it's within the specs. It's the same that we did with Paternoster item. We're currently busy, the department is investigating in all the other towns to bring it to council. Then with regards to the capacity building, yes, thank you to Director Mbaliswana, and thank you to you, Councillor, always attending all the training given and coming back with all the certificates also, so you complete and send in your assignments. Then with regards to the fire question, Director Mbaliswana, I know there is a program. I know that they've done a lot of safety awareness, but they also installed the fire alarms in all of those 3 areas. Am I right, Councillor Mbane? In Ukanini and in Middelpost, they also did that. Is there one thing that is outstanding that we must still respond to, Councillor Russell? No.
No.
Okay. All right, Director Mbaliswana, please respond.
Let me just stand up again. In regards to the issue before about the Hopefield, I'm not a developer or someone that does that. Could the directorate explain to me how that tender process works? That, because I don't know how you do that, how you buy a house with a tender or whatever. So if they could explain it to me so that I can understand, because the word tender always puts you off. It doesn't sound like I go to F&B and I want to buy a house. It sounds completely different. So if that could be explained to us, my caucus and myself, we'll be grateful. Thank you.
Speaker, thank you very much. Speaker, the bucket, sand bucket, it's used for small fires. It's not going to assist when we're dealing with fires in informal settlement that are moving very fast. So it's normally used like a fire extinguisher where people don't have fire extinguishers. So for people to have fire buckets in the shack, that thing won't even help. So we've installed issues that are going to help to deal with informal settlement. The fire alarms to give quickly to the people, to wake the people up. We're busy with that process. We're still installing in all our informal settlements so that when as soon as the fire starts in that shack, then that fire alarms goes up and it informs a lot of people, and our people are able to react and assist. The fires move very quickly in informal settlement than in a formal structure. So that fire packet will not assist. We'll look at it and we'll demonstrate during our awareness program to show to people that it can only be used in a house to put down if there's a small fire. So I don't want us to leave here to say that we have promised that we're going to provide with the sand bucket. We are providing with. It's not an issue to provide the sand. We are providing it for the water season and all that, but it's not going to assist in the fire, Speaker.
Thank you, Director. Chief Whip of the MK.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Good afternoon for everybody. Sorry to coming a little bit late. First and foremost, Speaker, ek sien nie waar se tolk vandag nie. Want as dit die son sak en dan my Afrikaans gaan weg, die Engels gaan weg.
Dan sal ek toe.
Dan ek is net Xhosa kan net aangespreek word. Wie sal nou kan tolk word? When is all right? No, Madam Speaker, I don't know. The item of library is already been discussed.
Yeah.
It's been already been discussed. Because I'm a little bit late, but I want in that item just to zoom in for that 30 million point 4. At least that one, it's burning me a little bit. The shortfall we must pay, but it's fine. You said it's already been discussed. Whereas I'm not most a voter. The other side also, I want to humble request, Tifir, Van Dai Alamchi, I tweet, maar nog steeds Tifir gaan aan. Dat ze niet, hij maakt Tifir dood niet. Hij laat die persoon wakker. Die mensen les ook iets kan help word.
To put the fire out.
Verifiëren. So met die ander woord, daar is nie ander planne behalve daai enetjie nie. Want daai enetjie is daar, maar hy ras net. Nog steeds soos die vuur gaan nog aan, nog hy steeds ras. Maar nou hy help nie. Ek meen elke straat by Middelbos van Iraq en Middelbos by die behuising. Hulle daai watergoed. Kan nie aan mense die pyp koop en daai watergoed, jy steek hom ons jou daar. Dan voor die fire brigades kom, kan die mense miskien die vuur meer laat kan stil maak. Maar nou, hulle probeer met die klein pypietjie, die pyp as hy na die vuur toe, dan hy raak, hy ben, dan eindig die water kom nie uit. Baie dankie, ek denk my Afrikaans was bietjie duidelik vandag.
Jou Afrikaans was baie mooi duidelik verstaanbaar. Uitvoerende burgemeester.
Speaker, I'll just quickly recap on the library thing. Councillor, there's always been a shortfall. So we've actually been paying in all along. The CFO explained that he discussed it with province. All the other municipalities have accepted it. And by doing that, we had an audit finding last year as well that we will have to pay 3.4 million, correction on the exact amount, but over 3 million rand VAT if we do not accept it. So we've always been paying in. So it's not as if we now have to budget 30 million rand more. It is basically that we're just taking over that service. We can save the over 3 million rand on VAT and not get a finding on that. And lastly and most importantly, we can continue to give that service to our children. Madam Speaker, I just want to say to the Director of Public Safety and to the MMC, thank you for bringing a master plan, Madam Speaker. We did not have a master plan before. It's very clear there's a lady in charge now, and apparently women's power in the municipality is very strong. So suddenly we had a master plan. But I must also caution us, and I had a discussion with a lady yesterday in Middelbos, and she was expressing her exasperation of the irregular building or erratic building, because that is the biggest stop of bringing a big engine in quickly. If there's not enough space, not wide enough, there's wires over the top and it's electricity. So those are one of the things. So this lady said in their area, they actually caution each other and say, no, I know you want to build, but you cannot go into that space. So that is one way that we can ensure to bring the biggest vehicle in the shortest possible time. But actually, I just wanted to rise and say thank you for the master plan. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Executive Mayor. I think we've answered all the calls. Councillor Schrader.
I really just want to take us to the item of the Hopefield housing project. And I really want to express my heartfelt gratitude to everyone involved in making this possible. It's only 8 earthen, but it's 8 people that we can help. After a very long period, the municipality has finally made these properties available for first-time homeowners. This marks an important step towards creating opportunities and building stronger communities. Thank you to all who worked tirelessly to make this a reality.
Thank you, Councillor Schrader. Thank you to the department. Chief Whip of the EFF, you may now have your second round.
It's a reminder, Madam Speaker, MM didn't respond yet on my question.
About the land?
Yes, thank you.
Oh, he will respond in writing so that you can have full detail of where it is, the plot numbers and the urbans and the site numbers, and explain in detail what is on the current list of what will happen to the land. Is that right? Okay, thank you. Executive Deputy Mayor and then the Whip of Council.
Madam Speaker, thank you very much. I would just like to respond to Councillor Rousseau's request on item 49 with regards to my ICLD journey. And it would be an honor to take the councillors on my journey. And I would also like to take the opportunity to say that my proposal that I have made to this ICLD was to train councillors in practical training within a municipality. And they sent me an email last week to inform me that they're going to, in future, use my project as best practices for future cohorts that's going to be taken part in this. So I would love for all of you to take part in the program, because doing the practical training, I am going to need all the councillors' assistance. So thank you for that question, Councillor.
Thank you, Executive Deputy Mayor.
Madam Speaker, councillors, mayor, gallery, and also the viewers outside. Madam Speaker, just as the MMC for Corporate and Public Safety and also a Ward Council in Ward 13 want to thank the Department of the Deputy Mayor, Human Settlement, for also doing a great job in Ward 13. I know there's a lot of questions that people think that this is smaller houses, but it is a national standard that we are working with 40 square meters. But we are grateful for the housing, the 154 housing that will be finished next year. I think we did say that 50 houses was going to give over around about end of March. But we really want to thank the Saldanha Bay municipality and also those who are working entirely to make it happen. So I really want to thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Schiffers. The Mayor proposed, can I have a secondment for the items? Thank you, Alderman Mamabolo. Councillors, then I am at Council in Committee. We will take now a 5-minute break in order to clear the gallery.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everybody that attended in the gallery. Much appreciated.